Huh?
Oh, are you filming?
I will stop. I mean, some people
Yeah, you
get
do
very
what?
annoyed. Your daily schedule, what's it like?
I wake up at 3 in the morning and go, okay, what's coming into my head? And I try to listen for direction of what I should be focusing on.
At 3?
Well, if I'm awake anyway, yeah, lately that's been sort of happening. But then I'll try to go back to sleep, and then I'll just try to honor that when I wake up, you know, try to be quiet. You guys probably do that too, don't you?
Well, all sorts of things go in my brain when I wake up early in the morning.
What do you think of this? Gorgeous?
Okay?
Big, yeah. Well, what do you think of this? What do you get from it?
Like it or not?
No, you
Okay.
smell it.
Yeah.
Do you get anything?
Yeah, I do.
No, you got like,
This one's fairly sharp to me.
really?
Yeah, a bit sharp.
I think you're right. It's a little bit young since 2010. But, it's got some nice, kind of, sort of a powerful headiness about it.
I'm afraid that we're counting the just gulp it down.
That's okay. Now we'll taste. I mean, don't you get like a little softness on the tongue as well?
Yeah, I like reading about, like the way you describe the wine.
Now the wines that I'm talking about on the blog are, under 15. They've been under $15.
Yeah.
So you spend a little bit more, even $12.99, $13.99. So it doesn't matter.
I have to say that I'm recording what you're saying too. Oh God.
So he'll never put it all in.
I don't ever use it.
No, unless you don't mind.
I have just show me beforehand, or whatever, or maybe while you're in the process. Well, I don't know. I trust your artistic vision.
You do?
I hope so.
There's a couple of women that he filmed talking in a restaurant. Film in Belfast, they're quite prominent. The other one you film, and every so often, but neither of them I think have a clue that they're in this film. There's the other one you film. Neither of them I think have a clue that they're in this film. Talk to
Some of it is, I don't know if you'll get to know that, but it's a place called Shape.
As a town, we really like it because it feels like a strong community.
And what island can you get to from Rockland?
From Rockland, you can get to New Haven and Vinyl Haven.
Oh, Vinyl. I've never been to Vinyl Haven. Isn't that awful?
We got off. We went on the ferry just for the ride and got off.
Palmerston? I guess it's South Palmerston.
But I'm wondering about the subtleties of vodka, because there are subtleties of vodka as well. Like there's some vodka people that make vodka in Maine. They're making some very interesting.
Oh, I had one
potatoes.
One day, it was after I'd had that work at CMCA. Water took me out for a drink. I'd had work up at CMCA.
You needed a drink after that.
We'll go and celebrate. We went to this little restaurant in town that has a bar, and I always ordered Russian vodka. Well, they didn't have it, so we had a Maine one. Okay, that'd be good. I'll try it.
Yeah. Really?
Oh,
Was it Cold River?
no, it was I don't know what it was, but it was horrible.
The Cold River ones are pretty good. Actually, the gin is quite good, and I don't usually like gin, but you can smell like the juniper, and
That was nice.
it's just well crafted. The Sabine. Are you still on that one?
Yeah. That's really
I moved over to the Mauvais Garc.
the second one you gave me.
Yeah, that's the Sabine.
Yeah, really
Isn't that beautiful? This is like, when you read on that, the one that I wrote, I highlighted this at the end. And how elegant is that? I mean, when you say you're going to buy an American Merlot, I mean, does that remind you that there's no way? You know what I'm saying? Like, this has so much depth and, elegance.
No, I don't know. I have to say, I think you can find some California wines that...
You can. You
So
pay a
good.
little money for it. The jug ones wouldn't cut it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it?
Nat Sherman.
I know about it.
From time to time, but I don't have any right now. They're just, when I came back from Paris, I just wanted like a long, thin cigar because I had had one in Paris, and I went to Joe Smoke and was like, and I went into the humidor thing, and I came out, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it
Like,
smells great.
slammed it down on the counter, Lisa, bam. Then he felt bad because I kind of got hooked on it later because they're so good. But it's the taste. I don't just run around the corner and get a pack of gross cigarettes. It's about the taste, and I like the taste of the Nat Shermans, the MCBs, which are the long ones that are like,
So you inhale it?
cigars. Huh?
You inhale it?
I just taste it.
Yeah. Marianne used to smoke long black things. That's all right. This woman her husband's a pulmonary specialist, and he used to smoke too. Well, there was an ad. There used to be an ad.
Doctors smoke.
Yeah, it was this is the brand that doctors smoke or something. Anyway, that was there was an era where it wasn't bad. I thought smoking was not bad. Do you?
Are you I mean, I will still, from time to time, I would enjoy a Sherman or whatever. I'm not like a smoker, but I enjoy it sometimes. So you met some artists when you were in Russia. What sort of did they do? Meet any painters?
Yeah, nobody well known.
Were you also doing photography?
No, I had no idea I was going to do that. No. I did take pictures the whole time I was there, but I didn't have any idea what I was going to do. I thought I was going to do something with Russian. I fell into it. It wasn't something I really thought passionately.
Do you still speak Russian?
It's hard.
Like, what would you like?
I can't say that.
Yeah, all right. No. What would you say?
Я ничего не понимаю. Это моя русская душа. I mean, there's, I get really stuck.
No, but don't you find, Diana, just the way you said it, it becomes into your body, the language comes into your body, that it doesn't taste the same. Although I just kind of seems like for me, the language...
Do you speak with French?
I used to speak decent French, but when you don't use it,
The same way in Russian.
I mean, you were there a year, you must have been fluent.
Every degree you go through, like you're there for a year, and everybody else is so fluent, but you realize for a year, you've got to be there 5 years.
Well, of course.
That's how it goes. And I lived with a French family for a summer when I was a kid, 18. I came back speaking. Very close to Switzerland, very close to Geneva, the Alps. And I came back a Francophile. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Came back a Francophile.
That's a pizza.
But I had I was meant to teach children English.
That's great.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But again, I didn't
Can I
keep it up.
borrow your camera stand? Put my pin in.
So your parents?
Thank you.
All right, your parents said it.
No, unfortunately, I wish they were still there, but they're not. They're in Bridgeton now. But they want to move from there into a smaller place because they're in their late 70s. Don't get me started. You can use it. You can use it. No, all right.
It was just before the real war, and my parents were worried about being they were worried about being put into a concentration camp. You know what that is?
That's horrible.
And so I remember it as a concentration camp.
But in the United States?
In the United States, yeah, they did that to Japanese too.
Well, because, yeah, I can understand how they'd be. Huh? I can understand how they'd be upset. What am I doing? I'm tricky.
Which country?
Germany, where they were from, and that must have been horrible to give up. That, you know, someone tells you you can't do this. No one on this earth should tell anyone else what to do. I'm sorry, there's too many, like, judging. There's too much judging going on, don't you think? I mean, all these judgings, like, who is any one person to tell anyone else? Right?
We don't agree with mandates or something.
I don't. And I don't agree with, like, every time I put the seatbelt on, it's like, I got this stupid ticket for $70 on New Year's Day, because the cop, that was the first day, and I didn't know they were doing the seatbelt thing, and because I had, like, been hanging with friends and drinking wine, I was just, like, shooting down to get some Sherman. Yay, I'm blasting the radio. Oh, good, I'm having fun, finally. All of a sudden, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? All right, so I had to, like, turn the radio way down, get my composure, which I did.
You're very sober.
Yeah, very composed. I was just like, unrolled the window. Oh, you know, you did a right turn on red. And you don't have your seatbelt on. I was like, bummer. And I didn't want to, like, push it because I didn't want to get an OUI, you know what I'm saying?
So what happened?
So we
got the camera on the wrong person.
Huh? No, we have to show.
No, it's yours. So what happened?
I don't know, I have to set seatbelt on, so we're back to that thing of mandating. Give me a break, I'm going 2 miles an hour downtown, I don't have my seatbelt on. I do put it when I go on road things, but come on. Or maybe it's you, because remember you said you wanted to be more spontaneous? And I looked at your work, I loved that. I thought it was beautiful, and I know those techniques, I don't really understand those, and I'd love to learn those actually. But there's so much that just happens, like kind of when you're in the moment and channeling it. I would just encourage you when you're in there, say if you go and do another trip, just allow what the bad stuff to come out. Bad stuff. Look at a lot of my work is dark stuff that is that bad. This is true. Forget it. Are you an artist? You're your own artist. I want to see some of it. I can't wait. I feel like our comfort zone maybe lies in the pain sometimes, and it's easier. You know what I mean? As far as just go deal with that, rather than going, like, I just can't go in there. I can't go in there right now. Or I go in, or I can't do anything. I sit down and I
get a love-hate relationship with my daughter. I don't want to go.
It's because when we go in there, we're going to be dealing with stuff, because that's the kind of artists we are. We don't just go and go, la, 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 you know. And it's like, can I deal with this today? Can I? Right, Walter? I mean, when you go in your room.
He sits back at all the time.
You do? All right, we need to take classes with that.
Well, I don't think he's doing film work all the time, but he's there a lot. So a lot.
Oh, you have a room, and you guys have rooms that you go in?
He has an editing room.
Okay.
I have a room where I have a computer.
What do you think I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, you do write emails. You do read a lot of stuff on
I
that.
do, you know, what the first thing.
I gotta go.
Very pretty. You are.
Do you guys want any, like, tea or coffee before? Are you good?
I'm good.
I think it's okay.
I don't want to.
I think I had lentils and, leeks and carrots. That was real. And then we added spicy sausage and, parsnip, which really kind of rounded the flavor out. And another onion and something else. It actually came out well.
I love doing that. I very rarely look up the recipe for soup. I kind of throw
Yeah.
things in.
Whatever's there.
There's a wonderful book that my daughter had called Soul Soup.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's soldiers, you know, wandering around and come to some village after a war or something.
Yeah.
And the villagers will run away and hide. And they light a fire and find a pot and they put water in it. And the people are curious. So one or two of them, they hide all their provisions anyway. And then somebody comes out and the soldier says, well, yeah, could you give us an onion? And gradually people add things and they add things and they end up with bread and meat and they get all the tables out, they have a banquet, they start dancing.
Yes, I've heard of that.
And the guys end up sleeping in the mayor's house on beautiful loose-down beds.
Wow.
It's a sweet story.
But
Remember how tired we were that night? We were like, I've been wine tasting all day, and then I drove all that way, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you must be pretty good at it.
What, wine tasting?
Yeah, just tolerating what it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You take it in, you can't help but get a little bit, but to do all those wines, you take it in,